families, we're ArcaX here, back with another Call of Duty Shit Ops 4 video. And in this video, we're going to talk about the tier progression versus supply drop systems from the past games. Again, I didn't play Advanced Warfare too much, so I can't really touch on that one too much. But then let's just get right into it. First of all and foremost, supply drops. I hate supply drops in general altogether. The fact that in-game content is behind a wall that you have to pay for is crazy. Now, other games vary, different games, like even Black Ops 4 did something cool to a certain extent. But again, this is all opinion, based off opinions, and this is how I look at it. My favorite paywall, I would say, was World War II's supply drop system. I liked how we could play for in-game currency and use that on in-game content, whether it be an outfit, calling card, whatever. You bought it with the in-game currency. You could use COD points if you'd like, but you could play regular. And me personally, I never bought COD points for World War II. I did buy COD points for Black Ops 3. I wasted like a good 20 bomb once, you know, and that one was literally like going to Las Vegas and just in the slots machines. You know, you never knew. It was just terrible, and the crypto key rate was horrible. So I would say Black Ops 3 probably was like the worst one. Infinite Warfare, they started with the in-game currency, and I feel like Infinite Warfare did it good to a certain extent because certain guns you still couldn't get. Guns, they had so many variances in this game that some of them were only in supply drops, so that it was basically a base off luck, and that's not too bad honestly when you could get all these other weapons with your in-game currency. Then we had World War II, which they had variants, but they weren't stat changing as the previous two, Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3, and so the 3 I should say, Advanced Warfare as well, but I didn't play too much Advanced Warfare, so I can't really talk about it. But World War II for the whole life cycle basically had a decent supply drop where you, again, in-game currency, contracts, challenges and shit that will give you supply drops, rare drops, you know, special drops, epic drops, and I found like that was cool. Like I literally found myself logging every day into World War II just to complete these challenges and maybe get off. You know, look like they forced you to use other weapons, whether it be get 50 kills with a light machine gun, 50 kills with an assault rifle, whatever it may have been, it was worth it, you know, to get these supply drops and your chance to get it. Or, you know, they did have the in-game currency where you could go and buy certain things. Yeah, they had some things that were at random, but for the most part, the majority of it was okay and fun, and it wasn't stat changing. Now, I'm a double-edged sword when it comes to stat changing weapons, because I feel like if you don't have these type of weapons in the game, then what's the whole point of wasting money, you know? So I guess they had to get creative with certain, whether it be calling cards, emblems, all that good stuff, you know. Of course, what we hated the most in World War II was these damn grips that didn't do anything. Black Ops 3 had the variances that changed the gun, I guess, a little bit, I think, or whatever. And Infinite Warfare, what did they have a lot? I forgot what Infinite Warfare had. Infinite Warfare, I think, had like a whole bunch of camos or something like that. Can't remember too well. Now going to the Black Ops 4 system, the tier progression system. There's no stat changing weapons, you know, at the moment. You know, they'll give you a whole new weapon, which is obviously going to have its own stats or whatever, which is cool. But going back to World War II real quick, I'm sorry, like the Volk, when the Volk gun came out for World War II, that was like, I was lit. Like that gun made World War II for me. Like if that gun was never in the game, I would be struggling to this day, I think, with it. But the fact that it remains that, you know, it was a new weapon and it did very well. With the tier progression system in Black Ops 4, I feel like everybody gets the same shit, you know, so that's what I guess I don't like, that there's some random reserve drops, but for the most part, we're gonna get the same sticker at level whatever, the same this, same that, and I feel like that takes away from, like, I like being like that's the whole reason I grind for Dark Matter, to try to be that one guy, that one rare guy with the camo, where people in the lobby are like, oh, he has Dark Matter, or you have a cool outfit, like, oh, that outfit is cool, whatever. I think like there should be some rewards for certain players who grind the game or whatever, and I get that with the more time played, the more higher the tiers get, but eventually, no matter how much time I've played, somebody's gonna be right behind me with the same stuff eventually if they play the same amount of time. And then on top of that, they just have a lot of crap that we don't need or doesn't look cool. Honestly, in World War II, this is why I think World War II is the greatest one, because the calling cards they had in World War II, I actually enjoyed. Most of them were they were animated, and that was pretty awesome. I like the animations, and they had a lot of throwback like 1940s, you know, setting, of course, because of World War II. So it was pretty cool to see that. You know, I'm a big fan of all that old school shit like that. So, but yeah, man. With that said, like the tier progression system, it's all right, but the prices of certain things are too much, and you're really not getting a lot for what you're getting. It's not like you're getting 10 tiers, and if you see what's ahead, you already know what you're gonna get. And when you buy certain things, I like the $15 sniper camo. That's freaking insane. I wouldn't want to do that. And right now the triple play bundle I think costs like 20 bucks if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I think it's 20 bucks, and all you get is the submachine gun with the new variant. Doesn't do anything different than the base version, and I think a couple of stickers, I think, and I think a camo of outfit for somebody. But I don't know, man. I could be wrong. People may love it. I personally am not a huge fan of it. It is what it is. Nothing that drives me crazy that's in these things. But yeah, guys, definitely catch you on the next video. If you enjoyed this, make sure you give it a thumb, a likes up, and just like every card after game, look. Game settings change. Peace out.